I don't think she wanted to die at all. I think she wanted to live. She thought she was invincible. She thought she was invincible. She thought she was going to make it. I mean, before she went up to her room, we were talking about going out to Acme to buy ice cream because the boys had eaten all the ice cream and left the boxes empty. She's like, I'm really tired. I'm just going to go to bed. I love you. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll try again tomorrow. That's what she said. But there was no tomorrow. So this is kind of the end of it, of her room. I haven't touched her room since she died, which was November 29th of 2017. Nothing. It'll be 3 years in November. So this is Amelia's 2-month coin. Yeah, I mean, the longest period she ever really made it was about 90 days before she would struggle again. And she found this at work and she loved it. That rock, the kindness rock, someone left it for her. That's her cell phone, and she loved these Jesus bracelets. She loved those. I wrote Amelia tons of letters, and that's one. I think this is one. So I wrote this. So she graduated in June of 2016, and this was the Christmas afterwards. And I was asking her to get help, and also to revisit our home contract because she was breaking it. We just had an agreement about her not being in active drug use in the house, that she had to have a job or be in school, one or the other. So we tried hard, to abide by a contract. It's difficult. And at the end of her life, she did come to me and say, are you going to make me leave because I'm in active use? And I said, no. I said, because I know you're dying. That was in October. Yeah, that was in October. She said she definitely would be dead by Christmas, and she was right. Yeah, she said, I'm not going to make it. I'll be dead by Christmas. And she was. Yeah. She was attacked in Philadelphia October 14th of 2017. First she was robbed, and then she was gang raped and beaten up. And the people, her quote friends who were with her, took her car keys, so she was stranded. And luckily, 2 nice people from Temple, 2 guys, brought her to their apartment and got her to the hospital. Of course, she had a terrible experience at the hospital because they knew she was high. They never found the guys, 5 of them. It's a lot of guys. But I mean, she was almost unfazed by it. She was already dead inside. Do you know what I mean? She really was. She really was. She was suffering. I mean, she died from methylfentanyl, which we know is so, so toxic. It's just 1 step below carfentanil. So she didn't have a chance either way. I am glad she died here, though. I'm lucky. Right here, where I'm sitting. But she was bent in half. She looked like she was texting her in her bed. She was laying like this. And it was very confusing because she died on a heated blanket. So the bottom part of her body was hot and the top part was cold. So they really aren't sure exactly what time she died. It was sometime after midnight. I saw her through her door at 1 o'clock leaning over. I thought she was texting. And then at 10 of 7, I knew she was dead because she was in the same position. She had petechiae all over her legs. But I chose to put Sam on the bus before I came in because I knew he could never unsee that. And I think that was a good thing to do. Andrew was still sleeping in his room. He never saw anything because I really didn't want them to have to see all that. So we had taken off all the locks from the doors after her first overdose that I found her. That was January 2016. So I took all the locks off. Not because I didn't trust her, just because I wanted to be able to get in if she needed help. But she put the hook and eye back on the inside that night, so I could only see about, a crack. And you could see the wood strip from where I pushed through the door. This is her favorite stuffed animal. Her name's Hester. She's a giant rabbit. She's been through the mill, hasn't she? She was since Amelia was 3. Sometimes Andrew brings the rabbit into his room. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah. And she worked at Starbucks, so I kept one of her name tags. I've left most of her books here. She wanted to be a doctor, so she loved the Grey's Anatomy book. The rest of the stuff I donated, though. There's only so much you can keep, I think she made this. I think she may have made this when she was a Karen. be happy, do what we can one day at a time and be patient, go to college, turn everything into a goal, don't limit ourselves, and then become a nurse, don't limit ourselves, be patient. So this is what's left in her closet. Lots of shoes. And I did keep her First Communion dress, which is in the back behind the sailor dress. I don't know, I thought I should keep it. So I didn't know where to put Amelia's urn because, you know, the Catholic Church says you're supposed to bury it, which I don't want to do. So I keep it here. I don't know. My mom made this little cat for her and her baby bracelet. It's hard. It's hard to look at the dates. So young. It was definitely her time to go. She suffered so much. So there's not really a manual, you know, to tell you what to do. I do think I was meant to be her mother. For sure. I just think that they need love without condition. Love shouldn't have conditions on it. Nobody wants to be sick like this. Nobody.